Hello and welcome to Positively United today, Thursday the 19th of February 2026. And in this video, I just wanted to ask the question, what are we going to do about Marcus Rashford? So as you know, last summer, Marcus Rashford went out on loan to Barcelona. 1 year loan. Barcelona would pay up his wages and there was going to be an option to buy at the end of the loan. And the option to buy price was apparently £26 million, which is about 30 million euros. That can sometimes be reported in dollars, I think at around $35 million. For now, why don't we stick to pounds? £26 million for Marcus Rashford, a player who, at the height of his capabilities, was being talked about as a kind of 60, 70, 80 million pound player. So whatever way you look at it, if it worked out for Marcus Rashford at Barcelona and Barcelona exercised the option to buy for 26 million, that is an outstanding bargain for Barcelona. Absolutely outstanding bargain. So Rashford's been doing pretty well at Barcelona. He hasn't been a regular starter. And injuries at Barcelona have helped him. But he's been doing well. Apparently, Andy Mitten's reported that he was asking some Barcelona fans what they think of him and to mark him out of 10. And obviously Andy's well positioned for this because he lives in Barcelona. And they apparently, according to Andy, gave him 8s and 9s out of 10. So Barcelona fans like him. He is picked. He is contributing. He's assisting and he's scoring goals. So it's all going well for Marcus. But just as Barcelona, you kind of expect them to, because let's face it, Barcelona are a rich club, but they're a little bit like a rich relative, aren't they? Who's kind of not as rich as they make out to be. And when they come round to visit, they're always like cadging a loan or some money to buy their next weekend groceries or fill up the car with petrol. They always seem to be a bit more skint than you imagine that they ought to be. And Barcelona would appear to be trying it on. So the rumours are, which have been coming out over the last couple of days, is that Barcelona are interested in buying Marcus Rashford, but not for the fee agreed in the loan deal, the option to buy fee, £26 million or 30 million euros. Now, this is typical Barcelona behaviour. They've done it in other circumstances. They've done it with other clubs. They haggle, they haggle, they haggle. They always think they can get somebody on the cheap. And it's quite often because the player who wants to go to Barcelona really wants to go to Barcelona. And this appears to be the case with Marcus Rashford. Rashford has been angling for a move to Barcelona for quite some time. It appears to be the club he's wanted to play for quite some time. He tuned out of playing for Manchester United quite obviously about a season before he left. So Rashford really wants the deal to happen. Barcelona want the deal to happen, but at less than £26 million. So what do we do at United? What does United do? Well, I think they should call Barcelona's bluff. If Barcelona won't pay the 26 million fee agreed in the loan deal, then I would say Manchester United should call the deal off at the end of the loan and bring Marcus Rashford back to Manchester United. And this is the thing that starts to cause the problem. Because I know an awful lot of fans do not want to see Marcus Rashford back at Old Trafford or Carrington. And I can totally understand why. I'd prefer it if it wasn't the case myself. But I think there's a line in the sand here that Manchester United need to draw. United haven't been as successful as they ought to have been over the last 10, 11, 12 years. But that doesn't mean to say that Manchester United should be losing its authority and its status, because it shouldn't. it should act as if it is still one of the world's biggest football clubs. And that shouldn't be difficult because it is one of the world's biggest football clubs. It just needs to grow a pair and behave like one. And I must admit, I've got some faith in the Ineos leadership. Reports have been coming out over the last day, I think principally from ESPN, that United are apparently really, and also the Daily Sport, by the way, that United are regretting last year's deal with Barcelona, the loan agreement. Because even if Barcelona exercise the option to buy at the agreed price of 26 million, United are effectively giving Marcus Rashford away. With the kind of season that he has and the kind of player that he could be, Rashford is a player that should be bringing in, at least £40 million? 45, 50? Certainly a hell of a lot more than 26 million. So I can understand why the United hierarchy are regretting what they did last summer, under pressure from Ruben Amorim, who definitely wanted to show Marcus Rashford the door. So if United are unhappy about the loan deal they signed last summer, I think they should use Barcelona's reluctance to come up with the paltry 26 million as an excuse to end the deal. That's it. Finished. And they should then put Rashford on the market for 50? Hoping to get 45 or 40? Remember, Rashford could be in the England squad in the World Cup. There could be a window of opportunity there to advertise him around the world. But even if not, he's still worth a lot more than 26 million. Now, of course, the risk of doing that is that he doesn't sell or that he doesn't want to go anywhere. He's still under contract and we'd have to keep him. Is that the worst of all options? It might not be the option that we want necessarily, but it wouldn't be the end of the world, would it? What if Marcus Rashford ends up staying at United next season? Well, he wouldn't be a first-team choice. He's not going to get ahead of Cunha or Dorgu or Mbumo. He'd be a bench player. But he'd be a hell of a bench player. And we need somebody on the left. And we also need some backup to Šeško. Now, I would like the backup to Šeško to be Obi. But in the meantime, or as an alternative, why not Rashford? As I said, it's not the absolutely ideal scenario. But you know what? I actually think it's a better scenario than allowing ourselves to be bent over by Barcelona. I think Barcelona need to be taught a lesson. I think the football world needs to be taught a lesson. Manchester United might not be the success they were 15 years ago, but they're not a pushover. Manchester United can still exercise considerable power. And I think they need to start behaving as if they do. Barcelona don't pay the £26 million, they don't get Marcus Rashford. And we put Marcus Rashford up for purchase. I'm pretty certain somebody else would come in. It's then down to Rashford about whether he wants to move. What's his choice going to be at that stage? He's not going to go to Barcelona because Barcelona aren't going to be willing to pay. What if a Bayern Munich come in for him, or a Paris Saint-Germain, or an Inter Milan, or a Juventus? Is he going to really turn that down? I don't think he would, because I don't think he would have an option. The option for him would be to return to Manchester United. And I just don't think he'd want that. But anyway, there's lots of options. And United shouldn't feel themselves painted into a corner by a deal that they signed last summer under duress from their then manager or head coach. They should feel free now to do what is best for Manchester United. And what is best for Manchester United is to extract as much value out of Marcus Rashford as possible so we can put that money to better use to buy other players. Let me know in the comments what you think. Do you think we should sell Rashford to Barcelona for whatever Barcelona are willing to offer? Or do you think we should cut the deal, bring Rashford back, try to sell him? And if we couldn't sell him, would you be content with him being reintegrated with the squad and playing a part for Manchester United next season? Let me know. Let me know in the comments, because I think there are a lot of options here, and I'd be interested to know which of those options you'd prefer. If you liked the video, please click the like button. Subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. If you like what I do on this channel and you think other people would, let them know and persuade them to subscribe as well. Hit the bell. That'll let you know when a new video has been released on this channel. Subscribe to the RX channel as well. The link to that is in the description, as is the link to our coffee account. If you want to donate anything, it'd be gratefully received. We'd put the money towards improving the tech of the channel, improving the graphics we use, and promoting the channel, which we don't do at the moment at all. But that's all I wanted to say in this video. So until we meet again next time, remember to be positively united.